on sustainable economic growth through infrastructure, innovation and industrialization. On this occasion, I invite our Vice Principal Sir, Valedictory Sir. I welcome onto the stage. Convener of this two-day national seminar, Dr. K. Mallikarjun Rao Sir. Now I request Vice Principal of our college, Dr. Valedictory Sir, address the campus.
Good afternoon, my dear friends. I welcome our chief guest, Dr. Professor Rajshekhar Garu, and guest of honor, Ravi Garu, and IPSC coordinator, Neeraja Madam, and the Faculty of Commerce, and today's program convener, today's national seminar, Mallikarjun Garu, and co-convener, Jhansi Garu. This today's national seminar has been a great successful, and big clap should be given to Commerce Department for making this program very successful. Before entering into the national seminar, I would like to personally thank Professor Rajshekhar Garu. He is a friend, philosopher and guide for the City College. With the blessings and the guidance of the star only, we could achieve 8++ well. And the time he has spent and the direction he has given and the suggestions whatever he has given was marvelous, and we could succeed with the blessings and the suggestions of the surrounding. I thank sir from bottom of my heart. On the other hand, this meeting, industrialization, India needs so many industries. So industrialization is a part. Industry is directly or indirectly linked with the jobs and lifestyles and everything. And infrastructure, roads, buildings, now you can see, previously 10 years back there was no infrastructure, there was no road. But everywhere now you are finding logistics are there, roads are there, infrastructure is also going. Innovation, the mines are, highly potential mines are in India. In the inaugural session, the sir has given an example of Colgate and close-up. So thinking differently makes the difference. So we should find the necessity is mother of invention. Where is the gaps? Find the gaps and do innovation, and there should be support from the government and stakeholders, everybody. Then only the economics of the economy of the country will grow. So this is the message what I think around 240 researchers from all over India. This is a national seminar. All over India, they have contributed all their innovative thoughts to our college, and they have brought us a souvenir, and they are going to bring all this paper to the society so that they can make use of this all innovative things in policy making, in research, in everything they are going to use. I heard it, I congratulate Commerce Department for doing a great gesture. Give a big clap, and I thank Karan Rao for giving this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I invite convener of this seminar, Dr. K. Mallikarjun Rao Sir, to give a report.
Respected Chief Guest, Professor B. Rajshekhar Sir, Guest of Honor, Professor Akul Ravi Sir, Vice Principal Valedictory Sir, IPSC Coordinator, Special Committee at Neeraja Ma'am, and my dear colleagues and faculty members of various colleges, good afternoon to all. At the outset, we are conclude the session with two-day national seminar on industrial economic growth through innovation, infrastructure and industrialization, organized by our Department of Commerce. It is my privilege to honor to extend my heartfelt gratitude to each and everyone to present the papers, participated in insightful discussions and exchange of ideas, and also a sincere thanks to our inaugural session, industrialization, sustainable growth through innovations, sustainable growth through infrastructure, sustainable growth through industrialization. Like we make 6 sessions, 6 technical sessions for 3 topics. At the same time, we organize 3 technical sessions one for each, innovation one session, industry one session, and infrastructure one session. So we received so many papers all over India, and particularly sir, the younger generations participated, and they are giving the topics like green energy, sustainable energy, and that's we achieved. So we feel that rather than faculty, the students are enjoyed a lot. They participated, their discussion, they chosen the topics, and they frame hypotheses also. Few papers are there. So I thank all these department faculty members cooperating this event for 2 days. So last 1 week అంతే అంటే నన్ను చెప్పానంటే చేయాల్సిందే కదా ఇంకేముంది అనుకోని అంటారు అనమాట సార్ ఎందుకంటే అందరూ చెప్పారు కదా సార్ అంటే చేసేవాళ్ళు చెప్తారు సో లైక్ సార్ వి మిస్ యూ టుడే ద ప్రిన్సిపల్ సార్ ఇఫ్ ద ప్రిన్సిపల్ సార్ దేర్ వి వాజ్ వెరీ హ్యాపీ అండ్ ఆల్సో వి లర్న్ సో మచ్ ఫ్రమ్ అవర్ IKC కోఆర్డినేటర్ Nilda ma'am. We know the how struggle we face to achieve this A++ grade. Ma'am has spent lot of hours night 2 o'clock 3 o'clock and now this is the first seminar after A++ sir. This is I think we miss 3 people, we miss one eye like Nilda ma'am, Rashekar sir and our beloved principal sir. So we spend lot of time to discuss how best this institution can get A++ grade. ఎందుకంటే ఆ చామ్ దీనికి ఆ గ్రేట్నెస్ దీనికి ఉంది, మనకి కొత్తగా చేసింది ఏం లేదు, ఆ వర్క్స్ ఉన్నాయి, దాన్ని ఎట్లా ప్రజెంట్ చేయాలి అన్నప్పుడు ప్రతిసారి రాజశేఖర్ సార్ని పిలవడము, సార్తో డిస్కస్ చేయడము. సో థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్ అవర్ బాటమ్ ఆఫ్ అవర్ హార్ట్ అండ్ ఆల్సో వి థ్యాంక్ అవర్ కామర్స్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ అండ్ ఆల్సో వెరీ క్లోజ్ టు అవర్ కామర్స్ అండ్
Thank you, sir. Now I invite our special invitee, Dr. J. Nilda ma'am, please address the gathering.
Good afternoon. Today's chief guest, Professor Vellamkonda Rajasekhar garu, School of Management Studies, Central University, Hyderabad. Today's guest of honor, Akula Ravi garu, Registrar, I think Mahatma Gandhi University. Mallikarjun garu, co-convener Dr. Jhansi Rani, and all the faculty members who have come from other colleges to participate in this 2-day national seminar, and Department of Commerce faculty members, dear students, good afternoon to all of you. First of all, I want to congratulate Department of Commerce and Management for successful conduct of this 2-day national seminar. So as said by Mallikarjun, this is the first national seminar after achieving the highest grade for this college. Actually the college has that potential to have that grade, but because of certain issues it got missed the grade 3rd time, but again it recapitulated in the 4th cycle. And to sustain this, definitely to achieve a good grade is definitely a hard work. We achieved it. Mallikarjun garu and also our Vice Principal sir, we need your insights every time. And of course I know that you are there at one call to us. So thank you for accepting our invitation, for being the chief guest today afternoon. And I hope all the students who are present here will listen to the chief guest address. And I don't know whether your heads and faculty have told it or not, but you definitely make every note of each and every point what your chief guest is going to address to you, because after completion of his chief guest address, I want to pose 3 questions to test your, definitely? Yeah. So that this is a bumper offer. So I just want to give 3 prizes. I will give 3 questions after chief guest address the gathering. So thank you to Mallikarjun garu, Jhansi garu and the department. All the best.
So thank you ma'am. Apart from the whatever the activity I assigned to them, you have given an additional perk to them, that is bumper offer. So let's see who will win that at the end of the session. Now there is a feedback from the participants. Srinivas, Associate Professor of Commerce from GDC Hyderabad.
Good evening to all dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. So it is a privilege for me for attending the wonderful program for the past yesterday and today. And City College is the model college not only in Telangana, across the India, with the highest NAC grade, with highest CGPA score. And this is a model college and giving the best example to all the colleges across the Telangana state how we can organize various seminars on such a innovative topics, the contemporary topics. The present day issues are taken and they are being discussed in such a wonderful national level seminars, and sustainable economic growth through 3 I's: innovation, infrastructure and industrialization. So thank you so much, sir, and keep conducting such a wonderful program. We all be participating. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Now I request N. Suresh, Assistant Professor of Commerce, GDC Management, Ibrahim.
Very good afternoon, friends. I'm Suresh, Assistant Professor of Commerce from Government Degree Valedictory, Infra. Today, I take great pride to stand at this majestic rostrum for 2 reasons. One is, my best friend, Dr. Mallikarjun Rao sir, paid me invitation to co-chair one session of that college, which stood with great pride for more than 100 years. Second reason is, I had a chance to tender feedback in front of Professor Rajshekhar sir. So back then in 2012, when Academic Staff College, Hyderabad Central University hosted first refresher course in commerce, so you took a class for us, sir. We were participants. Myself and Mallikarjun sir were the participants. So you taught us about the statistical tools. So you have sown the seeds of statistical alacrity in our minds. Before that, it was very meager rather. So kind of you that almost after 12 years I had a chance to see you. So for that reason also I am very proud that I am standing here. Of course, this seminar is so meticulously charted out that it doesn't require any feedback. But it is precedent that we have to tender feedback. So one feedback I wish to tender is that logistics management is very good. Rather, let me put this other way. I had a chance to see my friend's prowess and dexterity in logistics management and PR for the first time. So he hosted one seminar in Zahirabad, somewhere in 2014 I think. So after almost 11 years, he is convening one seminar and made it a grand success. So sessions were also very cleverly, very adroitly charted out, sir. So it implies that you have done a lot of brainstorming to design the themes and sub-themes of the seminar. You took the expert opinions, you consulted many industry experts to design the sub-themes. That gave us chance to learn very new things, especially from the young participants. I must salute the participants from Bhavan Vivekananda College and Avinash College. So they were the lifeline of this seminar, right? So your papers gave a chance to senior teachers like us to learn where we are lacking. So kind of you for that. Keep your work continuing. That is one best thing I could observe in this seminar, sir. And your student volunteers, very much committed, very disciplined. So whatever teachers said, they have scrupulously followed and brought this seminar to fruition. I wish City College to achieve many more accolades in career. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. Valedictory, Assistant Professor of Commerce, GDC Judge.
Respected dignitaries on the dais and all colleagues of my colleges and other universities and dear students. I, Dr. Nagalakshmi, Assistant Professor of Commerce, here to present a feedback on today's national seminar organized by Department of Commerce on the theme of sustainable economic growth through innovation, infrastructure and industrialization. Sharing a co-chair on online sessions, I felt very privileged to see many number of students who have been came up with the innovative thoughts and ideas. They have been focused not on the descriptive studies, in fact they are going for comparative studies and analytical things. And they have used enormous statistical tools to present their research work. I felt very happy to be a part of this today national seminar, and I congratulate Department of Commerce for organizing a systematical, organized way of today national seminar. I was connected with Mallikarjun sir and with Ansi ma'am since a long period for this such type of national seminars. But very happy to be part of offline session of today's session, seeing many research scholars presenting their research works. I thank for giving me this opportunity to present my feedback. Thank you.
Thank you. The three feedbacks which we received, they are not only the participants. Apart from that, they have posted as co-chair for the three different technical sessions. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Now I request guest of honor, Professor Abula Ravi sir, Dean Faculty of Commerce, Athavan University, and Professor of Mahatma Gandhi University, to address the class.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you. Guests on the dais, the president of this valedictory session, the vice principal of the esteemed 100 years institution, Indust, and the chief guest of this valedictory session, a senior professor, a rich resource, a multi-dimensional personality who is well versed with the quantitative techniques, research methods, and also a trainer. And from the words of the IPS coordinator, Neeraj, just we heard the contribution of Rajshekar sir for achieving this grade A++. Professor Rajshekar sir and Neeraj ma'am, young and dynamic organizers of this two-day national seminar, my good friends, Dr. Mallikarjun Rao and John Sirani, and other good friends of the dais, Dr. Kori Koteshwar Rao and Kishore, Srinivas, another good friend Suresh, and faculty members from different colleges, faculty members from this prestigious institution. Good afternoon to one and all. Indeed, I am very happy to be associated with this valedictory session of this two-day national seminar. Let me congratulate the department led by Dr. Mallikarjun Rao, who is very enthusiastic, and we met a couple of times on different academic works. I found him as very systematic and diligent personality to execute the things of this kind. Of course, John Sirani, who has conducted the similar seminar in 2023, which was also a wonderful event. And I came to know that more than 200 papers were received by the organizers from different corners of the country, which shows their efforts in getting the papers. By the time of my arrival to this college today, I have seen a couple of paper projects, particularly the innovative concepts like social stock exchange, sustainable agriculture. They are the unique and innovative ideas which suits for the title of this two-day national seminar. Sustainable economic growth with the 3 I's. As we know, reaching the peaks is not a big task in today's terms of artificial intelligence, but sustaining at the peaks is a challenging task really. So the globe is moving fast. All the countries are running after the economic resources, and the countries are boasting that Ours is the $10 trillion economy, $5 trillion economy. Like that, every nation is boasting, forgetting the carbon emissions. Then the United Nations have come up with the Sustainable Development Goals, which open the eyes of the globe. Until the economic resources where we are moving, the days have gone where the farmers farming with the organic resources. Today we are using the chemicals, pesticides. Of course, the quantity of yield was increased multiple times, but the product which we are consuming is also that chemicated. So it is time to review the process, as rightly said by our teachers in ancient days, go back to Vedas. Now it is the time to turn back, to review the development in search of the economic growth and economic development, what we are losing and what is the real face of the economy. In search of that solution, only this kind of seminars which looks at the sustainable economic growth. We need economic growth, but it must be sustainable in nature. Sacrificing the future generation entitlements and getting the rights, enjoying the rights by today's generation is not at all considered as development. So without harming the future generations, we have to enjoy the fruits, and also there should be fruits for the future generations, which is indicated with the Sustainable Development Goals, for which we need to have the innovation. So without innovation, it is very difficult to achieve the tasks and targets of today's 21st century goals. And this innovation must be eco-friendly, and it must be in terms of the sustainable growth. So for which we need to concentrate on the solutions by using the system-friendly and ecology-friendly solutions for long-term growth and prosperity of the globe. Today we are living in the globalized economy where the boundaries are really vanished. As we found in recent newspapers that the companies like Tesla are going to enter into the Indian markets. Now it is time to think, rethink, to come up with innovative ideas, to find solutions of innovative in nature for the sustainable economic growth. And for this sustainable economic growth, we need to have the reasonable infrastructure. That infrastructure development should be in terms of the sustainability. Without harming the natural resources, we have to make use, we have to explore, we have to employ the innovative techniques to increase the productivity so that the future generations also can enjoy the fruits of the present generation which we are experiencing. And the last eye, which indicates the industrialization, we have seen a couple of industrial revolutions, one after one. With the growth in industrialization, the ultimate thing is there was enormous growth in the carbon emissions. Now, which is the challenge for the globe. The global leaders are meeting very frequently to find solutions, and slowly the world is moving towards the green economy. Today we are talking about green products, green banking services, green manufacturing services, eco-friendly products. So in all respects, it is the time to look back and correct ourselves where we are lacking, where we are going in the wrong direction. This kind of academic events definitely will show the path for the policymakers to make corrective measures for the sustainable economic growth. So another thing is, as rightly said by the earlier speakers, a couple of college students have also presented the papers by using the hypothesis kind of thing, which shows the advancement in the research, particularly in the area of commerce and management. And this kind of platforms will encourage the students to come up with a few more things. Ultimately in BCom, we have project work, group project work. By preparing such kind of research papers and presenting in the seminars, the confidence levels of students also will be boosted a lot. So once again, I take this opportunity to thank the organizers for inviting me to this valedictory session, and also I would like to congratulate the department for organizing this two-day event in a successful manner. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir. Now I request our chief guest, Professor V. Rashekar sir, from School of Management Studies, Hyderabad Central University. Rather than me, I think Manager ma'am and police sir having close association. Through not only that, I had the close association with sir. There's an ocean of knowledge. You should have the patience to listen. Sir can talk even 10 hours also to put his ideas on this our national seminar. Sir, I welcome you, sir.
Very good afternoon. Very good afternoon. So respected Vice Principal of the college, Dr. Shukla, Director IPAC, Dr. Neeraja, Mallikarjun, Professor Akula Ravi, and my dear participants of the conference, seminar. Always, we have these kind of things. We have papers presented, everything is common, but sometimes we call it as seminar, sometimes it is conference. There is a technical difference, but in our general understanding, we combine them. And also my other colleagues of City College and student friends. I'm very happy to be part of this valedictory session. And before I proceed, I congratulate the college for organizing this national seminar. The second one is for securing the highest grade in NAC. So because in future, I think, we don't think we are going to have grades. So I think this is the last. I don't think anybody can beat this grade. It will be in the history. Like City College is in history. City College NAC grade is also going to be in the history. And of course, they have been telling that my contributions for NAC accreditation, but I did nothing. And more than do's, I was telling them don'ts. So this is where I think, I could contribute, but I'm very happy to be part of it. So always giving inaugural address is easy in a conference. Because, in the inaugural what happens, you are the first speaker to speak. Whatever you want, you can speak. But after 2 days of the conference, then there are 200 papers presented. Several speakers have given their own views. I think now everybody in the hall should be able to speak about what is industrial development, what is innovation, what is infrastructure, what is economic growth, whatever. So you try to, everybody is able to speak something about it. But after hearing to so many papers, I am not saying listening, whether listening is happening or hearing is happening in the seminars. Right, because in our experience is, there are 10 paper presenters, so there are 10 people in the beginning. And by the time the last person is going to present the paper, only session chair and paper presenter will be there. So this is how, our paper presentations happen. Sometimes, they schedule 10 paper presenters, but only 2 paper presenters are done. Then they try to club 2 sessions together. And we give lot of time for speakers, keynote address, inaugural address, but we give very little time for the paper presenters. 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. That's it. And most of the time, people say they are papers, but they are not actually papers. They are only abstracts. They simply get the abstract and try to present the abstract. They bring some PowerPoint presentations and they try to present. But definitely, it is a new experience, but we need to definitely appreciate the contribution of the paper presenters and students for making the presentation. But at the same time, we need to improve the quality of our papers. I have not seen the papers, but still I can say, because when you say 200 plus papers are presented means I can think of quality. Because when the quality is more, quality is always question mark. If quality is more, quantity is a question mark. So if you raise the bar, number of papers will come down. If you remove the bar, papers will be more, but quality is a question mark. But to sustain the conference, when we are speaking about sustainability, the sustenance of the conference is also very important. Because always the participants also look at, why should I attend the conference? So nobody is going to attend the conference to receive the content what is delivered. So they try to come and make a paper presentation so that they also have some kind of a tangible benefit of attending the conference, that is certificate. Participation certificate, presentation certificate, fine. So let us also encourage all these practices, but at the same time, What are the lessons we are going to learn from this team? I think a lot of people have been telling, including Professor Ravi was taking all these 3 I's and trying to give a lot of information. But when we try to look at this particular scenario of innovation or infrastructure, for example, if today we look at Hyderabad city, so once upon a time we had only one city called Hyderabad. After some time, we have old city and new city. After some more time, we have Cyberabad. So Hyderabad, Secunderabad, Cyberabad. And old city, of course, it is there. Now the fourth one is going to come as a future city. So what is the difference between old city and future city? Any idea? Old city versus future city. What is the difference? Old city versus future city. I think the future city, what it is going to become. Where is it going to get? Where are we going to get fourth city? Future city. Which area? In Hyderabad, we are going to have a future city, right? Yes or no? Yes, no. So when we are speaking of infrastructure, I think, recently, the government of Telangana started, I think they have wanted to build one more city. Where is the location? Is it near Muchalla? Are you not aware of that? Okay, fine. So this is one more city is going to come up. And very recently, Niti Aayog has given some rankings for innovation. As far as based on the innovation index. So the first rank went to Karnataka, second rank went to Maharashtra, third rank went to Tamil Nadu. But where is Telangana? So we have been telling that, we have been claiming that, we are into innovation. But we are not in the top 3, the rankings given by Niti Aayog. So first one is Karnataka, second one is, what is second one? Maharashtra, third one is Tamil Nadu. I think that is one area, I think, because you may be doing great, but the indices are also very, very important. Indices is also very, very important. And also when we are speaking about infrastructure, what makes a city, one city from, what makes the difference between one city to other city is mostly the infrastructure. So today, Hyderabad is known as infrastructure city, city of infrastructure. So what are the parameters we would like to say this city has a good infrastructure? I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4 parameters. So majority of the time, unfortunately, we are speaking about buildings. Infrastructure means buildings. Infrastructure means flyovers. Infrastructure means roads. Then infrastructure means what? What else? Roads, buildings, flyovers. What else? What else? Say for example, look at Telangana. So we have been having a lot of software companies. But how many manufacturing companies are there in Telangana? Manufacturing companies. We have a lot of IT companies in and around Hyderabad. But except pharma, do you have any other major manufacturing companies? Hardly, not many. But whereas, state like Gujarat, state like Maharashtra, state like Tamil Nadu, I think they do have a lot of manufacturing companies. So if you look at this theme also, so we are speaking about economic development through 3 I's. But to have 3 I's, we require economic development. To have economic development, we have 3 I's. It's like a circular system. It's like a circular system. Unless you have innovation, unless you have infrastructure, you may not industrialization, you may not be able to have economic growth. But again, we are going to add something called sustainability. Sustainability. So I think very recent statistics says, the Hyderabad has crossed Delhi in terms of density of population. City of Hyderabad crossed the density of population of Delhi. So easily. Metro, we have MMTS, we do have lot of cabs, autos, everything, but still we have lot of congestion. The whole problem is there is no last minute connectivity, last mile connectivity to our residence. For example, from my residence I need to come to City College. So there is no option for me except taking the cab. Even if I am there at Gachibowli, from Gachibowli to even if I wanted to go to Secunderabad, I need to go to some other place like Lingampalli or High-Tech City by some other mode of transport. So what is that we need to look at is we need to have something called last mile connectivity. So today we have huge infrastructure as far as transport is concerned, but it is not integrated. I think we need to look at more of integration of all these transport systems. This is one important aspect we need to understand. So otherwise what's happening, if you look at today, on average, take Hyderabad city. So number of households versus number of vehicles we own. I think number of vehicles what we own is almost 1.5 times of the number of houses we have in Hyderabad city. Number of families versus number of vehicles. So number of vehicles are almost 1.5 times. So as a consequence what's happening, we need to expand the infrastructure, but majority of the time what happens, the infrastructure what we develop, we never see the future demand, future requirement. I think we try to manage the infrastructure for the current. We never have a long-term plan. Majority of the time what happens, we have a lot of short-term plans. And also our state plans keep on changing as and when the government changes. I think there is no a long-term plan. So this is where I think we are going to lose a lot of our energies. I think as an academicians, when we look at this kind of a theme, of course description is fine. I think we have these many miles of highways, these many kilometers of highways, these many kilometers of corridors, these many kilometers of maybe flyovers. I think we keep on these many ports we have. This is all description. But majority of the research papers, we capture the only statistical data. We capture the statistical data and saying that our GDP is so and so, contribution of infrastructure to GDP is so and so, contribution of innovation is so and so and so on, so forth we speak. So majority of our research papers are stopping there. So we capture the information. For example, we have some project called Sagar Mala. And also we are now speaking about, that there is a lot of issues about distribution of water. And also there are some states, are very rich in natural resources, some states are not. But there are a lot of issues about the distribution of these resources. I think as a researcher, what we are supposed to look at is, we need to understand the consequences, the challenges and problems and solutions. But majority of the time, each one of us say that we have wonderful infrastructure, fine. We have great innovation, fine. But my next question here is, we want innovation, we want sustainable development, sustainable economic development, we need industrialization. But are we preparing our students towards that? Are we making our students environmental conscious? This is the next important question. So majority of our practices, what we do at our colleges, are not for environment. They are for NAC. So NAC wants, we are doing it. For example, renewable energy. So this is also something, when we are speaking about infrastructure and sustainability, we need to look at, I think just now Professor Ravi was saying about the carbon footprints. See, I think one of my students currently pursuing research on circular economy. So what we are trying to look at is, why do we have this Amazon and the Flipkart and a lot of online e-commerce shops, they need to waste a lot of their money on packaging material. So is there any mechanism, as and when we receive the material, the Amazon fellow or Flipkart fellow collect back the material, packing material and take away and recycle it and reuse it? That is where I think we are now trying to look at what would be the perceptions of the stakeholders and especially customers to see whether it is going to help. I think are they willing? Because they deliver the product and you open the product box and you see the product and take away the product and hand over the packing material to the vendor. Then the vendor takes away, then probably they can recycle and reuse it. So this is where I think we can contribute a great to the environment and sustainability. The second thing we are working on the virtual reality and augmented reality. So majority of the time what happens, I wanted to buy a shirt from Amazon. So I buy some 3 to 4 shirts. at a time. And I try all of them and I find one and I send 3 back. This is one option. Second one is I get one, I use it for a day or not even day, I make a trial, then again I am not happy and I will ask them to take away. Then again I will place an order. Then again they will come, they will do the same process. So but instead, what we are suggesting is, like lens card. So when you go to the lens card, so there is something called, the virtual reality, where you are going to, if you have that kind of a specs, you are going to hold how you look like. So then you are going to have some kind of a graphical presentation. So why can't these online e-commerce platforms use such kind of augmented reality or virtual reality kind of a techniques, where the participant, the buyer is going to, instead of actually buying the product, they try to test. Already Amazon has introduced something. When you are buying a product, it will tell you how it looks like in your house. They will give you some kind of a video. So by looking at the video, you can see when you really place that product in your place, how it looks like. This is how I think they have already started. So when we are looking at this sustainability, there are several ways we can understand sustainability. One I said circular economy, second one is virtual reality. What kind of impact it's going to have on student career? When we have this kind of themes we are going to discuss, the employment potential, whether employment potential is going to be increased or going to be decreased with innovation. Say for example, recently we have got a technological revolution in the name of ChatGPT. And there is also, in continuation to ChatGPT, we have something called DeepSeek. And also for the last few years, people have been speaking about AI and big data, artificial intelligence and big data, where now Professor Ravi was speaking about industrial revolution and now industrial revolution 4.0, but we have adapted to education. It is education 4.0. Today we are speaking, we are in education 4.0, even industry 4.0. It is mostly application of AI to the industry, that is industrial revolution 4.0. Application of AI to the education, it is education 4.0. Go for this kind of AI techniques. What would be its impact on job market? See, once upon a time, we had lot of employment opportunities as translators. So today there is no need to hire translators because our machines are translating. So as a consequence, lot of people earlier who used to depend on translation jobs, they are gradually losing their jobs. And also because of AI technologies, we are also probably getting away from the secretaries, personal secretaries. So now your mobile phone is your personal secretary. So it's going to take care of all your schedules, it's going to fix your appointments, it is going to give a lot more mail system, automated mail systems and so on. So what are we trying to understand here is whether these kind of experiments or maybe strategies, how they are going to affect our job market, number one. Number two, for example, we have these four titles here, 3 I's and sustainable economic development. There are 4 topics. But whether these 4 topics are covered in your BCom syllabus? In your BCom syllabus, are you going to discuss these 4 topics? Hardly no. Maybe here and there is a mention of sustainability, there is a mention of innovation, but hardly we discuss about these things. But this kind of workshops or seminars, conferences should help us to go back and restructure our curriculum. Because unless we teach them, how our students are going to get benefit out of it. So how our students are going to be part of that. See, infrastructure management, even it is not part of MBA program. Infrastructure management is not part of MBA program. Innovation is not a program of any undergraduate courses. Innovation we never discuss. Maybe we say something like, startups are here and there, and if possible take the students to T-Hub and show them this is what is a startup or something. But hardly, we never discuss anything about maybe innovation. Right. And infrastructure is the second important issue. Then industrialization, hardly people are speaking about, we have been saying that, almost 60% of our GDP contribution is coming from service sector. So hardly we are discussing about industrialization. So once upon a time, in management, there is an industrial relations course. Now I think, we have removed that industrial relations. Because, this industrial relations, where are industries? This is kind of a question. Even if you look at some of the premier business schools, students are not opting HR specialization. They are not opting HR specialization. They are not opting some few specializations because they are opting the specializations where they have employment. In a similar way, are we training our students to become innovators? Say for example, somebody joins for undergraduate program. At the end of 3 years, how many of our students are becoming innovators? Are we inculcating such kind of a practice of innovation? Are we discussing something about infrastructure in terms of the case studies? Are we discussing some infrastructure projects? Whether it is Delhi Metro project is a big case study, but so far Hyderabad Metro project nobody made case study. And I don't know, tomorrow somebody will come from somewhere and make the case study of Hyderabad Metro and discuss, but not we. We from Hyderabad. MMTS is also a kind of a case study. The kind of a success story of entire high-tech cities, Hyderabad, the IT, how, and also all of us know that, Hyderabad is almost pharma headquarters. So we have Aravindo, we have Metro, we have Dr. Reddy's, and apart from that, of course, Sun Pharma, Rainbacks, Grandbacks are there, but these three are more important players. So are we trying to understand the dynamics? What kind of, academia and industry interaction? How we can connect our curriculum with this kind of a content? So this is it's a once in a while, we conduct some kind of a seminar. After 6 months again, our colleagues may conduct a seminar on big data or artificial intelligence and machine learning. Education 4.0. I think these kind of topics, they keep on coming, and but it becomes only today affair. But what I suggest, to sustain this kind of a learning, it should get into the part of the curriculum. I think most of you are coming from, of course, including this college. It is autonomous college, and we have freedom to launch some courses, not necessarily for commerce students. Even this kind of courses are useful for one asking this question. When you have done BCom 30 years ago, 25 years ago, when you are teaching BCom today, so what is the difference in the syllabus? What percentage of syllabus is different? Those are same. Same business statistics, business economics, industrial organization, accountancy, financial management, management accounting, mercantile law. I think whatever titles we had 30 years ago, that's more or less the same titles we continue. But all these kind of topics. This is one, I think, area we need to concentrate more on. And maybe the majority of the smaller colleges also have incubators. There is a board called Innovation Cell, but there is nothing. One table and one chair and one almara will be there. And here and there some posters are posted. But we titled as Innovation Cell. There is nothing. There is nothing inside. Startup Cell. And these are all only for the sake of NAC accreditation. We keep a room, we keep a board, but hardly nothing happens out of it. I think somewhere, if you wanted to sustain quality, as Madam and the Principal were saying, if you wanted to sustain it, I think, this is the kind of a pace ourselves and do lot of innovation in our curriculum and bring these kind of innovative topics. And also, once you offer a topic, you need not continue the topic for next 1 decade. I think if this topic, if you think after 2 years the topic loses relevance, you change the topic and get into some more subject. But in our system, most of the time, we continue the courses for the sake of faculty, not for the sake of students. Because the faculty member is there. If you remove that course, the faculty member will not have workload. So we continue that subject, whether the subject is relevant or irrelevant. Somewhere I think, we need to change that kind of a mindset, and we try to bring in lot of advanced. According to me, whatever graduation courses what we are offering, I think we should close down in 1.5 years. Whatever remaining 1.5 years syllabus, I think we need to change. That means, whatever you have been teaching, you condense it into 50% of your graduation. Remaining 50%, I think you should launch all these varieties of courses. So otherwise, tomorrow what happens? The government of Telangana started a prestigious project of Future City. But how many of our city college students are going to get employment in that Future City? And tomorrow, after 20 years, when I go to Future City, I find lot of people coming from Kerala, Tamil Nadu, West Bengal, Delhi, Maharashtra. But where are our own students? This is an important challenge. It is an opportunity for us. So now what we need to do now? What kind of industries are going to come in Future City? What kind of infrastructure is going to come? Today, I think, we have some kind of a prior information is available with us, it is not available with other states. At least we have some inside information. Now I think these are the kind of sectors which are going to come in the future city, and we should be able to train our students. That's what I think happens in 1990s when the high-tech city was established. Simultaneously, lot of engineering colleges also established, because to cater the requirement of high-tech city, we have established so many engineering graduates of both Telugu states got benefited out of high-tech city. Today, this is the time for us. I think the central government every alternate day, if you look at, even if you look at Prime Minister's statements, if you look at Chief Minister's statements, most of the time, they speak about it first. Keep on saying, we are going to have one ring road around the Telangana state. One ring road around Telangana state. And lot of people keep on, already they started saying that this venture is in between ORR and RRR. So tomorrow I think again they say that RRR and something else. I think today, most of the infrastructure, the highest beneficiaries are real estate people. The real estate people have been getting benefit out of it. We are not very sure how many of them are going to realize. So as a researcher, we need to identify such kind of gaps. I think whatever promises made by the government in terms of infrastructure development. So today if you look at Hyderabad Metro. So what is the gap between two trains? I think today, once upon a time, we were struggling to get the passengers. Today we are having enough passengers, but we do not have enough trains. And whatever revenue we are generating today, this revenue is sufficient enough to pay the interest on the capital. But they are not willing to expand further because they think that even they are going to start it, it's not going to make enough profit. I think this Delhi Metro, for example, that's the most successful project. Delhi Metro was the most successful project. But Hyderabad Metro is not very successful project, but I think we need to understand. I think I wish somebody could have made a paper on that, on Hyderabad Metro. Why, whether Hyderabad Metro is a success story or a failure story. And what are the lessons we should learn from Hyderabad Metro. I think this is where we need to look at the infrastructure of projects like especially the Yadadri Power or Kaleshwaram project. All these are infrastructure projects. I think we need to have some kind of a case studies on that, and maybe some of the teachers can think of publishing this kind of case studies in international journals. And you start discussing cases in the class. Most of the time, our understanding is case discussion is for only MBA class. Need not be MBA class kind of a content. Even BCom teachers also can start discussing cases in the class. First year onwards. This is how I think you are trying to give more insights. So instead of teaching the students about what, we should teach the students about why and how. But unfortunately, we are not getting into that why and how part. We are only discussing about what. We are discussing about what, we are asking about what. But tomorrow when they go for the interview, people are asking about why and how. That is where, our students are unable to get into that. I think, definitely this is a welcome idea to have this kind of a seminar and conference. But it cannot be a N+1 seminar. I think, this seminar also should give us some learnings, some insights. The people who presented papers, they must have got some feedback. The people who attended this conference also, I think, you have to go back and make an agenda for next 5 years. I think, what kind of changes you are going to bring in your teaching and learning practices. This is one important issue. And last suggestion is, when you made a paper, for the organizers also I suggest you, the majority of the people are not willing to present papers in the conferences. The reason is, presenting a paper in the conference is not going to give any credit for the promotions. Right? It's only kind of, because that is the last category and it is fine. But if you link with some journal, with the Scopus or Web of Science, some Taylor and Francis or SAYS or Elsevier or maybe Emerald or somebody, there are also they're coming forward and they are making a special issues. I think you need to have some kind of a tie-up. Then I think, the authors also will be motivated to write good papers. So otherwise what happens, I know that anyway it's not going to be counted and I can write some abstract and present the paper, but it's not going to really help. And whoever presented the papers, if at all you received some feedback and go back and improve it, and I think you try to publish this paper in a well-reputed journal. I think this is a continuous process, and I really congratulate the organizers for taking up this issue, conducting this kind of a workshop. And I used to tell them for the NAC preparation times also, I think there are 20 departments in the college. 20 departments, 20 seminars per year, 20 into 500 seminars. If you do 100 seminars, you are going to have lot of score in your NAC and lot of learning. So this is where I think we need to do that. And my final suggestion is industry institute interaction. I think this is where we are missing out. We need to have more industry collaboration. And also Telangana government established a skill university, have tie-up with skill university and try to bring the kind of a skill component into the curriculum. So this is where I stop here. Don't top up the curriculum with the skill, integrate the skill with the curriculum. That is what is very, very important. And with this, I'll stop here. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful insights. As Autonomous College, we definitely, sir, next 25th academic year, 10 marks assigned for case study, sir. That is one resolution today we passed. And also one more thing is, sir, we add our business economics subject, we add this concept as a compulsory subject. And one more thing, sir, we change the syllabus as per the market needs. As Ravi sir is also our board of parents member. So already the afternoon also we discussed what changes are required curriculum also. So whatever you give, all the inputs are incorporated 25-26 academic year, sir. Thank you so much for sharing.
So before distribution of participation certificates, there is a small felicitation to one of our faculty who is going to me. I request the chief guest and guest of honor and all the dignitaries on the dais, please felicitate our faculty, Lalita Chaitanya. And I also request all the faculty of department to join the felicitation of our faculty. Ma'am is leaving to Kumbhmela. She has to. She has rendered a wonderful service for last 2 weeks to the department.
We would like to start certificate distribution. I would like to call upon your names and request everybody to come. Dr. C.H. Kishore Kumar, Associate Professor of Commerce, NTR University.
I request today's chief guest, Professor P. Rashekar sir, and guest of honor, Akula Ravi sir, please distribute the certificates to the participants. Dr. C.H. Kishore Kumar, Associate Professor, NTR GDC, Nagar.
Dr. E. Munaswamy, Associate Professor of Economics, NT Government College, Nalgonda. N. Suresh, Assistant Professor of Commerce, GDC, Ibrahim Patna. Dr. N. Srinivas, Assistant Professor of Commerce, GDC, Karatabad. Dr. N. Srinivas. Dr. B. Adeka, Associate Professor, GDC, Narsapur. S. Vasudev, Assistant Professor of Commerce, NG College, Nalgonda. Dr. B. Thirumal Rao, Associate Professor and Vice Principal, Indian Institute of Management and Commerce. Dr. P. Surender, GDC, Zarirabad. Sri Srikanth Kashwini, VCCDN, OU. Dr. E. Raghav Chaitanya, OU. Dr. E. Raghav Chaitanya, OU. Dr. B. Nagalakshmi ma'am, Associate Professor of Commerce. Dr. B. N. Sureka, Assistant Professor of Commerce. V. Santosh, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Vivekananda Government Degree College. V. Santosh, Assistant Professor. Santoshi ma'am. Dr. Koi Koteshwar Rao, Government City College. Dr. Sirisha ma'am, Dr. Bhutla Sirisha, Government City College. Neha Gupta, Government City College. Next, Farzana Begum, GDCW, Hussaini Alam. Farzana Begum. K. Vani, Government City College. K. Vani, Government City College. Next, Lakshmi Chavan. Lakshmi Chavan, City College.
Santoshi from GDC, Vidyanagar.
M.V. Chand, GDC Shalganpur. Dr. E. Raghava Chaitanya, Usmania University. Srikanth Keshav, G. Mahesh, Government City College. Abhiram, Government City College. P. Manasa, AMS School of Informatics. M. Jahanavi, P. Shravani, Sahiti, M. Akhileja, M. Akhileja, M. Shrestha Amulya Raj, Professor K. Vijayalakshmi, G. Amulya, Hafiz Unisa, Anshul Mahendra, Dr. P. Venupriya, C. Sakshi, Ms. Swati Jampala, Dr. L. Madan Mohan, Vishwani Institute of Management, S. Akila, AMS School of Informatics, G. Chavana, G. Chandana, Swati Jampala, Rehana Fatima, T. Nikhila, Infra Assistant Professor of Commerce. Lalita Ma'am. Dr. Ravindra Babu. Varsha Kandra. Sarah Sen. Sarah Sen. Naresh. Aisha. M. Kavya. Aruna. Mr. Rajesh. Satyanarayana. Sai Professor. Rajesh. Satyanarayana. Bhargavi ma'am. Mr. Ramarao. Trishul. Burle Anuga. Mr. Naresh. Akshay, Government City College. Mallikarjuna Swami, Government City College. Mallikarjuna Swami, Government City College. A. Pavan from Girls. Jagan from Ravans. Mr. Rajesh, Government City College. Satyanarayana, Government City College. Florence Kasula, Government City College. I request our Vice Principal Sir and I request the Coordinator Ma'am to illustrate our achievements. Now I request to felicitate our guest of honor, Professor Valedictory sir. Now, the felicitation to the person behind the student annual seminar,
Dr. K. Mallikarjun Rao. I request Chief Guest and Guest of Honor to please felicitate the convener of the seminar. Now presentation to the co-convener of this seminar, Dr. S. Jansi Rani.
Now presentation to Felicitation to Shirisha ma'am, Dr. B. Shirisha ma'am.
Now felicitation to C.H. Rabindra Babu sir. Now I request Ifat Nisa Begum to propose vote of thanks. Good afternoon, one and all. Honorable Chief Guest, esteemed dignitaries, distinguished speakers, respected faculty members, research scholars, industrial professionals, and my dear students. It is my privilege and honor to extend the vote of thanks on behalf of Department of Commerce and Management Studies, Government City College, Autonomous, Hyderabad. At the conclusion of this enriching valedictory session of two-day national seminar on sustainable economic growth through innovation, infrastructure, and industrialization. Gratitude to the dignitaries and to the guests. First and foremost, I express my deepest gratitude to our chief partner, the president of this seminar, Professor P. Balabhaskar sir, Principal, Government City College, for his visionary leadership and unwavering support in making this seminar a reality. A heartfelt thanks to our chief guest, Professor B. Ranshinkar sir, School of Management, University of Hyderabad. Thank you so much, sir. I extend my sincere appreciation to our guest of honor, Akula Ravi sir, Dean, Department of Commerce and Management Studies from Satyabama University. We are grateful to our special invitee, Dr. Janeti Jama, IQAC coordinator. I extend my thanks to our Vice Principal, Dr. Indust Shukla sir. A big thank you to our convener, Dr. K. Mallikarjun Rao sir, Head Department of Commerce and Management Studies. I thank the co-convener of this national seminar, Dr. S. Jansi Rani ma'am, for their tireless support and dedication in organizing these prestigious events. I also extend my gratitude to all the faculty members, organizing committee, paper presenters, and student volunteers who work behind this. A special thanks to our sponsor, Telangana Council of Higher Education and State Project Director, PM Musa Telangana, for their generous support for this seminar. I thank all the technical team, and last but not the least, I thank all my dear students. Without you all, this program won't be a success. Thank you very much. So, as we promised, there will be 3 questions posed. I request the students who are standing in the middle of this rows, only have to raise your hand. Whoever raises them first, only they have to answer. Hyderabad city is also called as this city. Raise your hand first. Students who are sitting. As per Rashekar sir, Hyderabad city in future is also called as this city. Yes, please. Huh? Anyone? Yeah, please. Yes, Bhanu, speak. Louder. Yes, absolutely right. Second question, only you have to raise your hand. In innovation, sir has stated 3 states. They are first, second and third. Listen the question. Tell me which is the state which is in third position. Only raise your hand. The question is dismissed as he has answered, so that we will not take into consideration. Next question. In terms of density of population, only have to raise your hand. In terms of density of population, Hyderabad city is competing with which city? They are giving group answers, so no, it is also disqualified. Now this is the last question. Sir has stated that one of his scholar is working on one topic. So just raise your hand. What is the topic they are working? Sir's scholar is working on doing his research, his or her research on one of the topics. Sir mentioned. Yes, please. Very good. Excellent. Circular economy. Excellent. The last question. Sir has stated when Sir is talking about industrialization, N number of pharma companies are there in Hyderabad. But sir stated top 3 pharma companies. Just raise your hand and tell me the answer. Only first 3 pharma companies. Yes, please. Yes? Yes, Dr. Redis? Yes? Yes, very good. Excellent. So thank you all. And before closing the session, let's close with the national anthem. It's not a national anthem, it's a song of our state Telangana.
Abhiram. Submit your paper to Abhiram. And tabulation